stories are right in the thick of it. My name is Osadumebi, and every week I usually tell you a short story written by a Nigerian writer or author. But this is Series Week, where I tell you a story over the course of 2 to 7 consecutive days. Basically, however long it takes to complete the story. Series Week will occur once a quarter, and the stories featured will still be written by Nigerian writers and authors, but will either consist of a sequence of related episodes from one story or a set of stories linked by a common theme. That's the long and short of it. So without much ado, today's story is by Solomon Hamza, and it's the first part of the story titled, We Do Not Belong to the Water. Listen in tomorrow for part 2. There is water in the boat! Look! There is water in the boat! It was not the voice of the person saying it, or the words, but the alarm in the voice that stirred my heart, froze it for a second or two before it kick-started at a frenzied velocity. It was the lousy woman with dirty cornrows, and almost every eye in the wooden boat turned towards the spot she was pointing to. It was indeed water, and it was leaking into the wooden boat which we were crammed like clothes in a Ghana must go bag. The water was the color of dyed indigo, foaming as it seeped into the boat. The woman and children sitting there stood up immediately. Jesus Christ, how did the water get in? One man asked. Nobody answered him. What do we do now? Another person asked. Let's keep calm. The young guy who was given the satellite phone by the Libyan agent said, Let's call for help. No, they said until we get to the Italian waters. The sun's rays was mild, like a caress on our skins. Yet, beads of sweat were beginning to form dots on my forehead. Do you know where the Italian waters are? Hey man, let's fucking call for help. The man with braids said. He had been quiet throughout the journey, occasionally listening to rap music on his phone. Do you want us all to die here? The guy with the satellite phone began pressing digits on the phone. He squinted at the buttons, peering into it before he pressed any digit. God damn it, will you fucking hurry? Hey, Chimo, the water is increasing. Hey, please hurry now. Another woman shouted. I'm coming. Stop shouting in my ears. I shivered inwardly as cold water slapped against my feet. I looked down, only to see that the water had risen past our ankles. God, please, give me the damn phone. A loud hiss escaped the mouth of the braided man. Wait! Phone guy shifted away from the incoming hands of the braided guy. The braided guy held him by the shirt and tried to pull him. The phone guy dragged his shirt from his grip, and the phone slipped out of his hand and fell into the dark water. For the first few seconds, we all stood like statues, watching the ripples the fallen phone had created. A shrill voice brought us back to reality. The boat is about to capsize! Before we could brace ourselves, the wooden boat flipped over and threw all of us into the waiting arms of the sea. I plunged head first and saw nothing at first but a void space filled with so much blackness. I felt a kick on my jaw. The pain stung my eyes. I didn't know if it was a leg or a fisted hand. My mouth just tasted salty with a mix of blood. Minutes later, I resurfaced. My swimming practices in our village river hadn't gone to waste. Some of the passengers were treading water and clinging to the boat, which was upside down. Others with life jackets were floating nearby, flailing their arms aimlessly. I made some strokes towards the boat, when suddenly something held my legs. The grip was strong around my shin and the pulling persisted. I dipped back into the sea, but there was nobody, nothing visible. As I made for the surface, I felt a hand, then a complete arm wrap around my waist. I opened my mouth to shout for help, and I swallowed a mouthful of salt water. The arms held on, dragging me deeper and deeper, with the light on the surface of the water becoming more and more distant.
Solomon Hamza is a Nigerian writer who resides in Nasarawa State. He is a teacher, historian, and environmentalist. Connect with Solomon on X at st_Hamza001, on Instagram at st_IDAH001, and on Facebook at Solomon Hamza King. Details and links will be in the episode description. If you've got a story you would like to be featured on this podcast, or a published book you want to make into an audiobook, I would love to hear from you. Send an email to info@osadumebi.com or send me a message at osadumebi on either Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or X. I look forward to collaborating with you. And if you've enjoyed this week's episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with that one person you know will enjoy listening. Tell them that stories are a good escape for a few minutes each week.